The film opens as music mogul David King, Denzel Washington, of Stacking Hits Records is on a phone call. King expresses remorse for majority interest in the company but now hopes to buy back majority ownership to stop another big label from buying them out. King then goes to find his wife Pam, Ilfinish Hadira, who talks to him about her own endeavors in the music business. King takes his son Trey, Aubrey Joseph, to his basketball game at school with his friend Kyle Christopher, Elijah Wright. Trey talks to his dad about a new up-and-coming artist that he thinks could sign to Stacking Hits. King ends up leaving despite saying he would stay and watch. He joins Paul, Jeffrey Wright, Kyle's father, and King's driver and friend. King goes to Stacking Hits, where he meets with one of his partners, Patrick Bethia, Michael Potts, to discuss a plan to buy back majority ownership, feeling that the label that wants to buy them will just sacrifice quality artists for AI nonsense. Despite Patrick's initial objections, he agrees to King's offer to put up most of his personal assets, like his penthouse and artwork from black artists. King returns home to tell the news to Pam, who thought that he was going to be slowing down and spending more time with her as Trey is set to go to college, though she still vows to support her husband. Moments later, he gets a phone call from a mysterious caller, informing him that Trey has been kidnapped. Police immediately arrive at the King family's apartment. Detectives Higgins, Dean Winters, Ball, Larchans, and Bridges, John Douglas Thompson, question King about Trey, particularly if he might know if anyone closet to the family could be involved. The cops also question Paul, as well as Trey's coach, Rick Fox. Later, police inform the Kings that Trey has been found, and they bring him back to his parents. However, the kidnapper has mistakenly abducted Kyle instead. King receives a phone call from the kidnapper, ASAP Rocky, W.
David King is a major music mogul for record label Stacking Hits. He is in the middle of trying to buy back ownership of the company to stop another label from buying them out. Just as he gathers the money needed for the deal, he is informed that his son Trey has been kidnapped. Trey is later found and returned home safely, as the kidnapper mistook his friend Kyle for Trey, and now has the boy held for ransom in exchange for $17.5 million in Swiss francs. King is conflicted about paying the ransom, even though Kyle is the son of his loyal friend and driver Paul. Eventually, King comes around to the deal and follows the kidnapper's instructions on making the drop on the train in Brooklyn. The kidnappers get away and collect the money, and Kyle is released. While King becomes a hero to the public for his actions, he is in danger of losing the deal and potentially being sued for fraud because the money he spent on the ransom was meant for the deal. King learns that the kidnapper was an up-and-coming rapper named Young Felon, who idolized King to the point of naming his son after him. King is led to the recording studio by Felon's wife, leading to an exchange of words and a gunfight. King chases Felon into the subway and fights him before knocking him unconscious. Detectives arrest Felon and recover the money. Felon becomes popular on music streaming sites for his newfound reputation, but when he proposes that King sign him to his label, King announces he is going to start a smaller label. King later meets with a young artist named Sula since Trey recommended her to him, and he is impressed enough by her talents that he agrees to sign her. King listens to a rap song that he recalls Kyle describing as being played while he was captive. He goes to the hospital and plays the song for Kyle and the detectives, which he confirms is the same song that was playing. The song is from a rapper named Young Felon, and King figures he was the kidnapper. Since the police will not investigate the lead, King and Paul grab guns and track down Young Felon's address to get the money back. King goes into his apartment and doesn't find him but meets his wife Rosa, Princess Nokia, and their son, who was named after King since Felon, real name Archie, apparently looked up to King as an inspiration. King makes Rosa think that he wants to sing Felon to Stacking Hits after hearing his demo, so she gives him the location of the recording studio he is in. King and Paul go to the studio, where King personally goes to confront Felon. Felon describes how he once idolized King and was never able to get his attention until the kidnapping. The two exchange words in the form of a rap battle, which ends with Felon trying to shoot King. King chases Felon out into the streets and into the subway. They fight between train cars until King gets the upper hand and knocks Felon out.
And that's a wrap on today's review. Whether you loved the film or felt it missed the mark, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into cinema, and ring the bell so you never miss a review. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay critical, and keep watching great films.